How we doing, everybody? Chef Joe Lester, Long Island Cuisine. So I'm just laying out some of my ingredients. Tonight we're going to be making baby rack of lamb Persillade. It's Australian lamb. I got it from Costco. Fresh asparagus. I got fingerling potatoes. See that garlic over here? So it looks like a lollipop. I have fresh parsley and a sprig of fresh thyme. I have my Grey Poupon mustard, Kerrygold butter, my olive oil over here, and some organic rosemary, pink salt, black pepper, some red onion, and I'm gonna roast the potatoes, and then I'm gonna make this awesome dish, fresh asparagus. So I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna make some dynamite baby rack of lamb Persillade, as I told you. So I got this really nice lamb from Costco. I've had it before. I've used it numerous times. So I have these fingerling potatoes, which I'm just gonna roast. I have a quarter of a medium-sized red onion, which I'm just gonna slice. I'm gonna add some salt and pepper to the potatoes, a little olive oil, a little Kerrygold butter, and I'm just gonna roast them. I don't know, maybe for about 30-35 minutes, you know, when they're tender. Then I have my fresh asparagus, which I'm gonna just very simple cook it. Just gonna bring this to a boil, you know, maybe 3-4 minutes, add a little Kerrygold butter, salt and pepper, and it's done. But the baby rack of lamb Persillade is another animal. So what I'm gonna do is, which I'm gonna show you in a couple minutes, I have a half a cup of 4C panko breadcrumbs. I have Dijon mustard. I have Kerrygold. I have olive oil, you know, 100%, not extra virgin. I have 1 sprig of fresh thyme, which I'm going to add to the breadcrumbs. And I had a nice bunch of fresh Italian parsley, which I'm just going to chop fine. And yeah, we're going to have ourselves a beautiful meal. And if I tell you over the years how many hundreds of thousands of baby rack of lambs we sold, I can't keep track. But anyway, I do have some organic rosemary. I don't have fresh, but I have dried. But I'm going to use a little pinch in the breadcrumb mixture. But I'll explain that to you. So, all right, I'm not going to bore you with all this stuff, but I'll be back. All right. All right, so with the fingerling potatoes, I just added salt, pepper, maybe a half ounce of 100% olive oil, a half a tablespoon of Kerrygold butter, and 1/4 of a red onion sliced. So that's in the oven. So right here in this bowl, I have my herbs. I have the rosemary, fresh parsley, 1 sprig of thyme. I just took the leaves off, not the stem. And I'm gonna add a little melted butter to this, and maybe, I don't know, 1/4 ounce of olive oil. I have my half a cup of breadcrumbs, which I'm going to add to this bowl. And I'm just going to melt this butter with the olive oil over here. And that's going to be my crust for the rack of lamb Persillade. So I have my saute pan here. What I'm going to do is sear the rack of lamb, okay? That's what we do first. So let me show you how we do this. Yeah, this is, I'll tell you, you know, like, there's all kinds of racks of lamb you can get from New Zealand, Australia. American lamb to me is probably one of the best, but I also do love Irish lamb, all right? Let me just take this over here. You know, in Ireland, it's an incredible lamb. So what I'm going to do is season this. Let me just empty this out. Always washing your hands, especially when you're dealing with raw products. Hot water, soap. Alright, so, alright, let me, get my beautiful trusty fork here. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is season this with pink salt. Alright. pepper. So we're gonna sear this fat side down. Okay, so you want that caramelization. That's what you want. That's what brings out the flavor. Alright, beautiful. And here we go. Season the backside. Oh yeah. Yeah, how many hundreds of thousands of these have I sold over the years, you know? Alright, so we're going to put this in, we're going to sear this. Nice and brown. And in the meantime, I have my breadcrumbs. And what I'm going to do is just melt this really quick, the butter and olive oil, very little bit. And I'm going to add that to the breadcrumbs. So this is 4C, panko, plain breadcrumbs, but I have to season it. So a little salt, a little pepper. Alright, so we have that. And yeah, this is going to cook a little bit. And then once I sear this rack of lamb, I'll be back after it's seared, okay? Alright, so what I did is I seasoned it, which I showed you, and I seared the fat side down, okay? This is what you want it to look like, to caramelize. Now, I have my breadcrumb mixture here, my herbal breadcrumb. I'm going to add a little more olive oil because I want it to be like kind of like wet sand. So I have the butter in there and the olive oil I put in the beginning wasn't enough olive oil. So now, just mix this up together. Alright. And you can see it's getting, it's getting to that nice consistency. So this way I'm going to be able to pack it on the rack of lamb. And then what I'm going to do is, now it's absorbing the olive oil and the butter and the herbs. Alright, so this is such a great dish. It's delicious. And again, I have my potatoes in the oven, my fingerlings, and I'm going to just boil my asparagus for like 3 minutes. I put a teaspoon of salt and about a half a gallon of water. And then I'm just going to add a little Kerrygold butter. And that'll be that. Alright, so now I have my Dijon mustard. So I got a teaspoon here. And what I'm going to do is just rub the rack of lamb, the fat side, seared, with the Dijon mustard. This is like a classic dish. There's a million ways to make rack of lamb, of course, This is just one that, over the years, people love. And if I tell you how many hundreds of thousands of these. So, then I'm going to put it in the oven at 400 for about 20 to 25 minutes. But I'll let you know that exactly, how much time it took. So I'm just going to add these breadcrumbs. The herbal breadcrumbs. I got 1 small clove of chopped garlic. My parsley, my little bit of rosemary, very little because it's strong, and 1 sprig of thyme, salt and pepper. Alright, so now what we're going to do is pack this baby. I'll show you. Hold on. So we just pack that on, alright, and we're just going to roast this in the oven, again for 20-25 minutes. And then after we pack it, and then we cook it for 20-25 minutes at 400, this is going to be all crispy. And then what I'm going to do is let it sit and rest for about 15 minutes. Okay? See how simple this is? It's simple ingredients. And you just, see? So you see this nice crust? It's like wet sand. But now the herbs are starting to fall into the pan here, and you can start smelling the beauty. All right, so I'll see you in about 20-25 minutes. Okay? Okay, so we're at the end now. So I told you with the Yukon Gold, the fingerling potatoes, little red onion in there, salt, pepper, a little bit of Kerrygold butter, a little olive oil, 100%. I cooked the asparagus for about 4 minutes. I put like a half teaspoon of salt in the water, brought that to a boil. When it was done, I just added a little Kerrygold butter. It's already seasoned. So this is what the baby rack of lamb Persillade looks like, and it's been sitting for about 20 minutes. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this, okay? So this cooked for approximately, maybe, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes, okay? And now you see at 400. So, you know, there's people that love it rare. I try to keep it as medium rare to medium as possible, because most of the time that's what people order. Medium rare, medium. But you see this, the beautiful breadcrumbs. And this is like a very, very special, delicious dish. Alright? And here we go. We'll just cut this off. Alright. So now I just plate this. Now usually what we do in a restaurant, we use a Juliet. Juliet is made from lamb bones, okay? And we just make a nice sauce with that. But you don't need this with this, because this is a Persillade. And with the Dijon mustard and the herbs, just look at this. Look at how beautiful this is. So let's just take a picture of this.
It's already in.
Oh, it's okay? Okay. Yeah, so this is what it looks like. And this is more towards medium. And yeah, it's absolutely going to be delicious. So anyway, this is Long Island Cuisine. And thank you for watching. And likes, comments, subscribe. But I'm really looking to dig into this right now. All right, folks, thank you so much for watching.